Let me tell you a little something about plastic. They don't just disappear when you throw them away. As a matter of fact, the plastic bottle I just used will still be around
by the time I die.
It takes an average of 450 years for any plastic to break down, and most bottles take over 1,000 years to biodegrade. Plastic was invented back in 1907, which means the first piece of plastic ever is probably still around. That is insane. World War I hasn't even started back then. But if they don't just disappear, where do they go? Well, most likely they end up in the landfill or the ocean, and the ones in the landfill often gets blown into some sort of a trickle, which leads to a stream, then a river, then the ocean. Then the current carries all the rubbish that is in the ocean into what they call the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is this giant collection of trash with a surface area of 700,000 square kilometers. That's more than 2.5 New Zealands. Approximately 1,500 plastic bottles are put in the ocean every second. And that's just plastic bottles. What about plastic bags?
Can I have a plastic bag?
That plastic bag was used for a little over 5 minutes. Now it's going to end up in the landfill and most likely the ocean. Because these plastic bags or colorful plastic bits are often mistaken as food, they eventually end up in the marine animals' stomachs. But why do you care? Well, we eat them, which means we are eating plastic when we eat fish. At this point you might go, well, why don't we just burn them? That will make them disappear. Isn't that what they do in other countries?
Can you tell me what that is?
Trash bin.
Trash?
Trash bin.
Ooh.
It almost seems like there is no solution to this, but actually there is one simple solution. Don't use disposable plastic bags or bottles. Just use reusable ones. But if you must, well, the least you can do is to make sure they get recycled.